Hey there guys, and welcome to another replay review from me. I'm Krozzfyre. This has been sent in by RooferRad Roofer. That's right, I've even DJ'd your name. Without further ado, let's get this shindig underway, hey? So, starting at 007 because, hey, I'm a secret agent. Let's introduce everyone and let's turn on this player list as well. So Rad Roofer is the gentleman who sent this replay along to me. So he's the chap I'll be following primarily. Alongside with him we have iambeanspwn. iambeanspwn. Yeah. Going against them is Co and Destruc. That's quite cool. Alright, so let's turn the fog of war off and let's have a little look at the opening start then for Rad Roofer. So he didn't build his tier 1 straight away. Instead, oh no, excuse me. Oh yeah, sorry, okay, he's building it down there. He didn't build his tier 1 straight away. He wanted to go and use this pioneer to go up and cap. Capping up this central point is it's gonna be vital, you know, sooner rather than later. But I mean, okay, let's see where he's going with this. He might be trying to wire off the bridge, which is actually a very good idea if he goes for it. Yeah, okay, so he's wiring off the bridge. That's a good tactic because he's got there first. I mean, it's, no conscripts, nothing's gonna get past you unless it's a vehicle. Otherwise, they have to come the long way around, and which means that this would now be very easily defended by an MG, which you see he's already got out as well. So, okay, so it's a good start, actually, from Rad Roofer. The thing you can't focus on too heavily, though, is, I mean, obviously, because this bridge is now wide open for a big flank as well, there's only really 4 entrances from the north side. So you've got this river here, which obviously really slows you down, and it's red cover all the way through. You've got this bridge, which is susceptible to being blown up and having demo charges on it. This railroad entrance as well as then the North River. So if you think about it, you've got 4 cutoff points in order to control half of the map. So we'll see if they sort of defend choke points, or they're going to push it forward to put the pressure onto them. But as we can see down here at the bottom, I am Bean's own. I don't know if it's iambeanspwn or iambeanzone, I'm not too sure. But he's gone and capped up the field, he's capping up the VP as well nicely, so he's also gone for a double pioneer start. So there's no grenadiers on the field for either player. I believe I'm right in saying that. Let's have a little quick check. Yeah, no, none of them got any. Oh, sorry, there is one grenadier squad. Just called in now. Interesting start. Obviously, the MGs are extremely useful all throughout the game. If you get them set up nice and early, there's going to be no trouble coming in here. So this is a little bit of a strange kind of setup here. There's no point in him setting them right now because the barbed wire is defending this point. So you can set this up a little bit further on and really start challenging the field. If you can control this point, even this house, then that's going to be awesome. But obviously it leaves this bridge susceptible then as well. But I would assume that Rad Roofer will be able to deal with that. First initial in contact then, we've got this MG setting up against combat engineers. Combat engineers will quickly be pushed off, but there is a Maxim coming around now, so these pioneers are in a great location for a quick flank. And there you go. And meanwhile up top, the pioneers being pinned by the MG in this building, so this MG is going to sit here for a long portion of the game. He does have a mortar out, so you will be able to start mortaring it, but it takes quite a while. I mean, another MG on MG action now. It depends on the first one get pinned. This guy's been pinned. Get out of there. You are no longer doing any damage since this recent patch. You can see your bullets going everywhere. He will very quickly become unsuppressed and start kicking your ass unless you get out of there. Mortar, it can help, but you're gonna be taking losses, and it's really roll the dice with the mortar. You see, obviously one shot didn't do anything there. Okay, Grenadiers out now as well as going up to tier 2. So now it's really in danger. You really shouldn't be keeping him out this long. I mean, the MG is probably going to sit there for a little while longer anyway. Ooh, down to 1 person. This is not, that was throwing away manpower. Just like I say, as soon as he was pinned, she should have just got him out of there. Your mortar could get damage or not. Yeah, but you can see, well, he's done a half health, which is happy days, but still full members, so that's losing quite a lot of manpower for no real advantage. So we do see your tier 2 going down. You have got a nice bank of munitions as well. I'd assume that means something. It's a nice more strike there. I'd assume that means something like a half track coming out. I certainly would. It's very effective early game. Meanwhile, I've forgotten to neglect that iambean's own, has actually defended now successfully down here. He hasn't actually capped up the VP, which he's kind of forgotten about, which he should very much do. Big clump of troops now. I mean, I'd really like to see iambean spread them out a little bit. Start to threaten a decap. I mean, it's right outside their base, but if you can get that decap off, it's just time consuming for your opponent, as well as, you know, going up here. If you can get up here and decap this, you've obviously cut them off from the fuel as well. But huge map control early. Haven't seen much from the players. And there's a nice little bunker going down here as well from Rad Roofer, if you can get that into an MG as soon as you can. He's going for a scout car opening. Okay, you know, there's nothing wrong with going for scout cars. It just depends on how many you're going to get, I think. So yeah, it's been upgraded by an MG, but unfortunately it's a little bit too late to stop those guys. And your Grenadiers are on the wrong side of the barbed wire, so you can't really come over and help. Okay, the MG42 should come up soon enough. Is the... No, the second conscript gets through as well, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But no reaction here. Look, I mean, mortars are still stuck out in the open. Mortar need to move back as soon as you see the conscript. Yeah. There you go. He's forced off the field for now. He probably would have been forced off if he moved him back anyway. But the MG42 is getting close. Grenadiers should be able to get the flank off easy enough on this MG if you're focusing on it. Unfortunately, not. But he did take down 2 straight in the face. Pioneers sticking in a place they should not be. And let's see. Okay. Pause. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? There's no scout cars in the field. Why? This unit, which could have had you know, a decent amount of anti-infantry, just immediately upgraded for no reason at all. That's a waste of munitions. It's a waste of a unit. This unit is now it's no longer effective really against any of the units. And now he's got a well, there's an AT gun out as well. That guy is just completely useless. He's gonna have to. You can either just sit him back in base and just wait until hoping they get some sort of light vehicle out. But yeah, like I say, that's a really poor decision. And the munitions you had, could have got the Flame half track out. Flame half track would have been great against all of these units. You know, if you can get a flank off on it, well, you can very easily get a flank off on the AT gun. You could have just really pushed your advantage through with the half track. There we are. I'm not going to sort of complain about it too much, but yeah, poor decision there. That's a game changer. A sniper out as well for iambeanspwn. I really don't know what your name is. I'm sorry. Keep going. These guys need to get out, obviously. Well, actually, in that said, now the MG's been forced off. If you can recover from it, then happy days. When you say these Pioneers very low. Yeah, Pioneers had to get out of there. But as I say, this won't do anything against the conscripts now. It's just going to be a minor nuisance. It's decent mortar. You get your MG set up to protect this mortar if you can. Yeah, you're going a bit too far forward. You can set up behind the mortar. That's fine. You know, obviously you just have to make sure your opponent, your ally is relocating. Ooh, that mortar is very close to going down. Okay, and you can see this would have been okay. Mortar goes down. This would have been the entrance that the half track needed. Just going straight up against all this infantry would have completely and utterly dismembered him. Ooh, he Grenadier very nearly went down. See, should have got him out pretty quick. Okay, so now you've got 2 Pioneers out, which is cool. So at least you got one that can go up and repair, and the other one I reckon should go and get some OPs down now, because this is the ideal opportunity. Obviously, the earlier you get your OPs, the longer they're going to be in game 4. So the more they're going to do for you. So get it set up nice and early. Is this going to actually hit him? No. Get him in nice and early, and your income will be boosted for the majority of the match. Okay, no medic bunker down yet either. I mean, it's around about now is kind of a good opportunity, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just disappointed by the scout car. I really am, man. Scout cars are great, especially when you get 2 of them. But when you upgun it like that, so unnecessarily, so hastily, it's just a complete loss of potential. There you go. Okay, now the flame upgrade is going down the half track. That's cool. Probably, yeah. I think he probably mistakenly put those guys in there instead of repairing. Just remember, guys, if you're using the grid keys, you can just use Z to repair anything, unless you have the conscript upgrade for repair, which then I believe it is D, I think. I'll have to confirm that. This upgun scout car will probably lose this fight. Actually, he very handily will lose this fight. You can see his health is starting to tick down already. Meanwhile, nothing against the MG, so yeah, silly. Scout cars don't do much against buildings, either upgunned or not. Shock troops out now as well. So, I mean, again, you have this barbed wire down. I think he's trying to blow it up. I think it's what he's trying to do. See if he's going to try and throw a nade on it or something. Yeah, see, there you go. The barrage is going down now, so the barbed wire will be cleared shortly. Ooh! Huge strike. He needs to get that Grenadier squad out of there. I don't know if he's recognized it. Bam! That's a big loss. Okay. Destroyed barbed wire. Now let's see what happens. The MG is in a good position to defend anything coming through. But up top, Flame half-track, you know, just get him right up next to there. There you go. And what's coming in? Alright. Actually, now this needs to be careful. Now it's unsupported. Grenadiers are coming in up behind, but if you can, yeah, if you can micro around the building, just avoid the 18-8. No, okay, you've turned now. So now you're 18-8'd. Now it's very susceptible. Because it is still a light vehicle, it will take a lot of damage from the MG, and there's a lot of conscripts and a lot of 18-8s going to be coming in. Yep. Toast. Poor. That was thrown away there. Like, I mean, I know what you're trying to do. You're just trying to get the MG whilst it was unsupported. But as soon as you've seen conscripts, you either need to get out or just retreat back towards your MG. And your MG bunker is completely underutilized here. It's obviously doing a good job of defending this point. But if it was moved a little bit further up, around about here, then you can cover this angle and this angle. And even if they repair the bridge, it covers all of those. Meanwhile, sniper, very forward sniper here from iambeans. You know, he can get pinned by this MG. Potentially, you can get barraged, which for 60 munitions I would definitely do! Boom! Sniper's just way too far forward. You always want to keep your sniper as far back as you humanly can. Because it's got just a huge range anyway, it's going to be effective. So now you can see that the MG actually only caught, because this is the main angle that they could be coming from, no one's going to be really coming from here. So the MG is in a little bit of a poor position. It does pin one squad. Whoa! Was that a mortar? Is there a mortar? Yeah, I think that was that one mortar just took down like 8-9 troops in one shot. That was huge. Okay. So this mortar should be able to, you know, pick up some kills over here. But it's great that you got the Veteran 2-1 on there. It does prevent any counter mortar play really. But he's got the barrage ability, so that's really going to be doing his mortaring for him. And a small brief lull. So, losing the Grenadier squad, losing the sniper, losing the half-track. Now, all of this initial advantage that you had is going to waste. Now, because I haven't seen... Oh, actually, no, he did. It was like 2 conscript squads that went down here. But he still lost out in the fight quite badly, especially in terms of munitions. And there's still no OPs down. Again, I sort of... My rough estimate for getting my... either my field infirmary or my medic bunker or all that sort of stuff is the 10-minute mark, and I also try and get by the 10-minute mark at least 1 OP down. Going for an Ostwind. Okay. Pause. The whole concept of like the meta game is, instead of just thinking about what you'd like to get and what's going on right now, is it's also thinking ahead, what your opponent hasn't got and what you potentially can be getting. So we haven't seen any T-70s, anything like that, any T-34s, no half-tracks, so we can assume that they're probably going to be going for Tier 4, which means that an S-85 is going to be coming out soon. And seeing as the price cost for the fuel between the Ostwind and the S-85 is so similar, by the time your Ostwind comes out, I'm assuming that there's going to be some form of S-85 out in the field. There's already an AT gun out as well, and you've got no anti-tank capabilities whatsoever. Panzer Grenadiers, yes, you could potentially Shrek them up, but you know that's still, I consider, soft AT rather than hard AT. Your ally is actually going straight for Tier 4. Very interesting. So you've got Panzerwerfer out. That's not a bad idea at all, because, like I say, there's no mobility really for the Soviets right at the moment, and they are stockpiling their troops in support weapons in this area. Fantastic idea. But like I say, we really desperately need is to get some form of AT, either an AT gun, you know, P4 again, even though it is technically anti-tank, it's not really a tank destroyer, especially in the sense that an S-85 is. So that's where you need to start thinking, like, okay, so if I get an Ostwind out, I'm still got no AT, I've got good anti-infantry, but at some point there's going to be vehicles, and it's going to be at some point soon, especially seeing as you're getting vehicles out and you haven't been able to harass the field that well. So this mortar is in a spot of bother, a big push coming through here now, and you need to really be careful with these kind of things. A great mortar strike takes out one of these MG squads. Yep, shock troops are pinned. You need to try and get this mortar out. The mortar actually goes down, then mortar's going to die and lose the veterancy. But a good swarm coming through here now. So you just need to be careful. If he had a barrage, he was very easy to be able to get out. The shock troops. No! No! Oh, that was such a game winner. That was a game winner. You had all the advantage. You had all the momentum. And then you stopped. I mean, you could have taken out both of those AT guns. If you took out both those AT guns, as soon as your Osterman arrived, it would have wiped out everything and anything possible. You would have won the game there and then. Well, potentially anyway. But, that's sad. It's very sad. An Opel truck coming out now. Okay, that's okay. So getting an Opel truck out is good. Obviously, they were nerfed. I think the timer is around about the 10 to 15 minute marks before they actually pay for themselves now that they're 300 manpower. So bear that in mind as well. MG, change focus on the shock troops straight away. Here comes the Osprey. The Osprey is going to do a great job against these shock troops. So, you know, slight premonition. Ooh, the bit of danger, close fire there from the Panzerwerfer, but it does pop out, pop these guys away. So 4 kills in the Panzerwerfer. That's not too bad, not too shabby. He did recover the mortar half track as well. But sorry, the mortar half track, the mortar, but. This is where the half-track would be great. If you'd kept that thing alive, you could reinforce all of your troops around here, you could pick up their weapon crews, you could just stall on the pack guns if you'd push forward with them. Again, it was just a huge opportunity just completely wasted there. And, yeah, it's just sad. It is a little bit sad. There we are. So now, okay, T-34 out. Where's my AT? You have no AT. This guy will get 1 or 2 shotted if you try to take it out. The armor piercing ability on this MG won't be able to penetrate, and the Ostwind is completely nullified by it as well. I mean, in his absolute dire moment, he can just ram you, but he has no need to at the moment. There's not enough pioneers out. Not enough grenadiers out as well to be able to counter with the Faust. But at least we now know that there is one guy who's gone tier 3. So expect T-70s, expect a lot of T-34s, expect to be rammed. What do you do against ram? You make sure you got Panzerfaust, you make sure you got mines. And you make sure you've got some sort of like solid AT that isn't a tank as well, like a pack gun or a pack emplacement. I should have mentioned, obviously I neglected to say that because you selected the Opel truck, you've gone that commander, so you've got the Tiger tank, the strafing run, and the fragmentation bombing run. Alright, that's good enough. Whoa, what's going on in there? What's that guy on? Holy shit, he's having a good time in there. I wonder what he's having. What the hell? What? What is he doing? Oh, I'd love to sort of see some sort of techno remix of that. If anyone's any good at that kind of stuff. Happy days. Anyway, whilst I was distracted, I'm terribly sorry. This T-34 has just been on a rampage. Panzerwerfer in a dangerous position because, like I say, 1 or 2 shots and he is down. And there is no AT at all to protect this Panzer IV. So the T-34, if he really wanted to just push on in, he can. There's nothing stopping him. And I think it's odd the amount of German players who just neglect to get pack guns simply because this guns are better. That's beside the point. You know, it's what you've got and what you've got to deal with. We do now finally see a P4 out, but that P4 will again, as soon as he can, it'll just be rammed. T-34 can easily enough take out this. Oh, he needs micro a bit better though. If he was moving this T-34, he'd been able to do a lot better. But now he's been neutered effectively. The P4 should be able to come in from behind, do him up the arse. So bunkers now are obviously, you can see he's just shooting them with his AT gun. So that's a waste of munitions and a waste of manpower there. Yeah, bunkers can be really good, but they can also be a massive drain as well. I mean, I'd love to see like a bunker here, even just like setting up a telemine. That's like obviously the cost of that MG, and it's thinking ahead again. It's thinking about the vehicles of the game rather than just the infantry. Interesting. You're capping down here. You're gonna have to get out of there very shortly. You know there's shock troops coming in. Whoa, what's going on here, guys? Oh, he's just recovered the mortar. Okay. Now you need to get out of there as soon as possible, though, because any lucky strike is gonna hurt. Meanwhile, a big excursion coming down in the bottom. MG is no longer being able to do anything. What's going on? Okay, shock troop. Sorry, your sky going down. So at this point now, you really need to start helping your ally. And you need to get this Grenadier out as well. Because they got this invasion on the south, your fuel is in under dire threat, should we say. They do have a fuel OP up here as well. Yes, you've decapped their fuel, but I mean, you don't know how long this fuel OP's been here for. We know this hasn't been here that long. But okay, you've kept your Austrian alive, which is fantastic, and it does take out a Ziskan, which is happy days. Now you just back it on out before the T-34 can do too much to you. Especially as you're not supported by the P4, and there's the inevitable S-85s now. Unfortunately, again, it's you knew those T-34s there. And T-34s will just spank your Osman. So as soon as you took down this gun, get straight on out. There's no point in rushing in. You've done your job. What was that? I don't know if you're trying to destroy the AT gun with a rifle nade, but that won't work. You need a tank or something, or some form of AT against it to actually destroy it. Don't use rifle nades. Never use rifle nades. So it's just a bit of a waste there. P4, where are you going, P4? Come back, P4. Come back, P4. Now you're out of position. And again, no AT to prevent the inevitable onslaught. Shock troops en masse. So if you had your Osman to spare, at least you could have come down and gotten some free kills against these guys. But the Su-85s are now the issue. Pause. Why are Su-85s an issue? Because they are tank destroyers, and the only form of AT you have are tanks. That's the logic, guys. You need to overcome it either with a swarm of vehicles, which in case you needed. Can you hear this? Those fucking people who come around the street asking for iron. No, every fucking day. No. Anyway, you haven't had the fuel. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not. If you can't, it's just some old guy singing for fucking iron. Anyway, let's get this replay back on the go, because if I keep pausing like this, we'll be here all bloody day. So now we're on the slight back foot. This is a massive. Well, it's a great boy. He's got the great anti-infantry. He's got the great anti-tank as well, right there, in just 2 units. So you know, all of these guys aren't doing much. Panzerwerfer hit and miss. Panzerwerfer is better shooting up here. Okay, B4 and T-34. T-34. Oh, T-34 survives. Again, he knew that these AT guns were here. I mean, going on a head-on assault here is not a good idea. If you really were just desperate to use your P4, come and take this guy out. It's free experience, it's free veterancy for your for doing damage. It's 200 manpower. It doesn't hit back. And there we go. Okay, Panzerwerfer down now. The only Panzerwerfer is down. So it's a little bit unfortunate he wasn't able to micro it better, but you can sort of see now that the tide is really switching over to the Soviets. As soon as they hit their get their vehicles out, vehicles are just happy days. And again, it was so close to being a good MG, but you just need to make sure when you're putting it down that it's got the view right into the edge of the map. And a very, very forward Su-85. Okay, now there's a good thing with the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers, I did say they're soft AT, but they do counter Su-85s. Why? Because Su-85s cannot do jack against infantry. Well, they can run them over and stuff and do some damage eventually, but this guy is he's actually out of control. He's gonna just sort of loiter around. There you go, now he's down. So, 2 squads of Panzer Grenadiers is okay, but bear in mind the Panzer Grenadiers upgunned are not that good against T-34s. Why? Because T-34s do decent damage against them. And so unless you can actually take down the T-34, you're going to be losing manpower because you're going to have to reinforce your guys all the time. So these shock troops are just running on through now. Okay. So it's kind of like a full retreat almost. But yeah, you sort of come down to help now on the bottom. It's a little bit too late, but at least you can sort of wipe it out. Hopefully steal this MG. You very much, well, yeah, you pretty much will. Come on. There you go. So, what you do? You recover it, you get back, you man up. Reinforced bunker here. Reinforced bunkers are great, okay, but reinforced bunkers should not be on the front lines. Reinforced bunkers should always be in the sort of like the back to medium lines, because if you're losing an engagement that badly that you're having to just keep on reinforcing troops just to survive, you're not gonna have a good time. Okay, I've made this point quite a few times. Now that these Panzer Grenadiers, both of them are down to, ooh, yeah, okay, they really need to get out. They had no anti-infantry right there because they all had Panzer Shreks. And that's the trouble when you upgrade. Oh, that's a fantastic grenade coming out of the shock troops. So 1 unit is just forced off 3. Well, essentially 1 unit. Is obviously this gun did a great job of hurting as well. But with all the Panzer Grenadiers all Shrek'd up, they lose their ability, especially to stand up for shock troops. And there's so many shock troops out. You know, the counter. It's if you just got Panzer Grenadiers to counter. Ooh, oh dear. Now you've got shock troops with Shreks. That's something fearsome, I tell you. Bunker's gonna go down to this T-34 very quickly. So like I say, just out of position. This one will go down then straight after. 2 Flamed Up Pioneers. These guys are good. You'll see that they'll absolutely roast against the shock troops. And Oh, it's so sad to see the roll of the dice going against your way and blowing up your guy. Replace Noswind? No, no, no. The infantry isn't the problem right now. The problem is the tanks. You know, the infantry you can kind of deal with what you've got, but your Panzerschrecks aren't good enough against vehicles. You've gone the wrong way around. You're using infantry to counter vehicles, and you're using your vehicles to counter your infantry. It's not quite the right setup. You can see now, you know, the Ostwind won't be able to stand up to the T-34. You know there's Su-85s and disc guns around here. Do not, for the love of God, chase. Thank you. What you can do is try and be cheeky, try and start doing some damage up here. It does take quite a while to actually pick it off. I think that's what you might be going to do and try and clear out the house as well. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the VPs tell a completely different story. Because you're able to hold the mid for quite some time. It does look like you're doing well, but realistically, you guys have lost a lot of units, and I don't see many of the, or as many of the Soviet forces going down for right now. So the unit preservation is an issue. Okay. This is, okay, quick pause again. I really need to stop pausing this, but because there's so much to talk about. This is revealing your Ostwind, because when you actually have control of the point, you have a small field of vision around here. Basically, it's kind of like the square. That's the only field of vision you have, and your Ostwind is right on top of it, so they know that your Ostwind is right there. Just bear that in mind. It's the same with, like, okay. You'll see, like, there's this small field of vision right around the flag. And because the unit is so close to it, then, yeah, it's in sight for your enemy. Bear that in mind. Great incendiary barrage coming down on top of you right now. Predominantly infantry forces. These guys are very close to going down. They do. When they were that low, there's 3 of them, and they're down with that low health. It means that they're all going to die very soon. These guys, they're all pretty much at full health. One of them's a little bit injured, I think. Infantry too, though, they're going to be sticking up quite well. But look, I mean, you're firing Shreks against a T-34 has been repaired in the face of 2 T-34s and the Siskin firing into you. And again, ooh, very close. You didn't get it. Get out right now. It's not worth chasing it, I don't feel, because if you lost one of those Shreks, that's 60 munitions, I believe, to get it back on track. And this, yeah, basically the Soviet player's now got a foothold in here. He's had this point for some time, so he's got a platform to assault into your territories, essentially. But that said, I mean, it's a good little flank up here, because you know most of the forces are around here. I really want to see some mine play. You've got a lot of munitions floating. There's a lot of vehicles about. If a T-34 runs over a telemine, it's just a duck, a sitting duck. You know, it can't do anything really. Even your Ostwind then can actually come around and finish off the deal. But like I say, Ostwind should be utilized by taking out this fuel point. You've got 2 Grenadiers capping up this one point. You don't need that. You can go and decap the fuel or recap the fuel, up to you, whatever you want to decide, because your fuel is now cut off. This is a cut-off point for your fuel, and it is not yours. So therefore, you are cut off. So frustrating. Fragmentation bomb on top of this wouldn't be too bad. If he isn't noticing, you could take out the shock troops, and that's extremely worth it. You will do like, oh, it's a fantastic mortar. It's a really good mortar strike. Veteran 2 on that one as well. It's gonna be cool. If you do see something, yeah, okay. Here comes the fragmentation bomb. He doesn't move out the TE. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, yeah. That's all you get off them T-34 is a shock. So if you had anything to come and do something to it, happy days. The Panzer Grenadiers would be great. Been great last damage. If you'd be able to take out the shock troops, it would have been worth it, but unfortunately not. I mean, sometimes you gotta risk a biscuit and take it. Strafing one wouldn't have been that ideal. KV-8, very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know why he's gone for a KV-8. There isn't. Well, I guess there's a lot of Panzer Grenadiers he wants to take care of. And you will find no. Don't even go for the Shrek. Don't even go for the Shrek. Don't even think about it. Because if this guy decided, if he was microing properly, and if he decided to sort of chase you down on retreat, he would absolutely butt rape you. I mean, the criticals you get on the KV-8 is huge. And if he switches over gun, and if he turns it, so he's not facing his rear armor to you, he will beat you in that fight. But he's not doing too well. He's not doing it at the moment. If you take down this KV-8 with an Ostwind only, I'll be quite moderately impressed, but mainly because of your opponent's lack of good things. Veteran 3 on your Panzer Grenadiers, always good to have Veteran 3 because they are just pretty much indestructible now. Okay, yeah, so he's changed his gun look, and you can see now he's going to start doing more damage to you. So, it's going to be a crawl to get away from him. Yeah, and unfortunately now you're firing at the side armor, so that's not as good. A good Zis gun barrage again from this guy, but yeah, P4 might be able to get up there in time and help out. That'd be great if he can make it in time. And again, it's just unfortunate the Ostwind it's got its side armor now facing him. Oh, oh, fucking Tarzan call there. Yeah, if we can get, yeah, the Conscript's gonna make it out. That's fine. But you can see, look at the damage it does to this Grenadiers. Look at it. It's just insane. It's so quick, and this guy is most certainly gonna go down. It's not worth throwing away. Ooh, big P4 shot. Grenadiers go down though. That's so sad. Very, very sad. I mean, you know, it doesn't quite balance out the KV-8s getting taken out, but he could have very easily done it without the loss of those guys. Pioneers desperately trying to get up top to repair vehicles and eating a lot of damage from the shock troops. And it's worth the note, with the efficiency of the repair, if you've only got 2 Pioneers, it's at half efficiency. You know, if you've only got 1 Pioneer repairing, it's going to do it a quarter of the speed it would take for a full squad to do it. And this excursion has gone on way too long now, but you have been able to capture the top fuel and keep on to that for a little while, so it's quite interesting. Again, I think it's more to the inexperience of the other player rather than the aptitude of your strategy, or stratagem, theorems. No, P4, don't turn around, P4, get out of there, you just got hit by an AT gun, and those things hurt, yo. Yeah, that's right, get on out. The other thing to note as well, you could have used the reverse to get out of there, just be safe, because you're already facing that direction. Reverse has been taking no time to turn around. You'd be out of frontal armor facing the enemy. Like never show your back to the opponent. That's you know, rule 101. If you can help it anyway. Sometimes you got to run away, but there you go. Still no medic bunker out for either player, and that's terrible because it's half an hour into the game almost. And you can look, this is a full Panzer Grenadier squad at half efficiency. You know, for the cost of replacing those lost units, it's so minimal just to get a medic bunker and making them so much more efficient. Like say, if you got it around by the 10-minute mark, don't worry if you didn't get around the 10-minute mark, it's not a problem. Alright, okay, that would have been great if you would be able to recapture that, but obviously not to be. But that said, you can ooh, where did it go? God, that was, oh, it didn't have a net damaged engine. No. Okay, you should have chased off the S-85, because if he gets that back and repairs it up, then that's another ball ache you got to deal with. Shock troops, if they get out of here as well, he is going to get out of there. Complete loss for that engagement then. It was the wrong priority target. The priority target was the S-85. It had 3 shock troops in it already, so that's 3 kills. If you'd been able to catch up to it and take it down, it's preventing him from getting it back, but unfortunately he did get it back. I'm pretty sure he did, yeah, and he's just legging it back, look. Well, I said legging it back. He's crawling it back. Meanwhile, up top, this Ostwind, yes, it did need to get repaired, but repair it in a safer position. Again, it's right on top of the VP. That's where your opponent is going to be trying to go sometime soon. If you just moved him down to here, yes, it'll take some time for him to limp back there, but I mean, this isn't as high a traffic passage as this is. And you can hear a vehicle. T-34s, 2 of them. Good night, Ostwinds. Yeah. Take no time at all. Look, and here comes the rest of the balls. So the fuel is now going to go back to them, but you have with your infantry ball been able to catch your own VP. You're actually blitzkrieging away from that. I'd be mildly impressed again if this guy gets away, but it's more because of the lack of your opponent's. It's taking advantage of your opponent's negligence to operate efficiently. That's me trying to say being a nub in a nice way. Again, split these forces up a little bit. There's points that you need to cap, and you can cap. Just split them up a little bit. I'd keep 1 Panzerschreck down here, take the Grenadiers and the other Panzerschreck up here, and then think to, yeah, you got an MG. Where's your MG at? MG's there. It's not a bad position for the MG, but that's what you need on a point like this. Is just get, if you just have like 1 Telemine and an MG, then you'll be able to. Oh, fudgekins! Ooh, humanity! Look at him! Oh man! Oh dear! Yeah. Incendiary barrages, guys, suck against infantry, and I mean suck in a good way, as in it really does hurt. Okay, a bit of a float now with your troops. And again, you've got the ability, if you really wanted to just build this medic. Okay, there is a medic bunker up now. Okay, you have done that. I'll stop bitching about that now. But I'm just trying to say it because it is important. Okay, bunker going down. Bunker's not a bad idea. It's yeah, it's. The only thing is you can't move it. If you get another MG squad out, it's just manpower. You're saving on your munitions. Munitions can be used for upgrading your grenadiers, or for upgrading your vehicles, or for using your call-ins. It's just tricky to see it. I mean, as soon as an SU-85 rolls over, that SU-85 will take it out in no time. You can't retreat it. That's the issue. So a lot of Panzer Grenadiers now, and I mentioned before, Panzer Grenadiers aren't really the best. It's not best to blob Panzer Grenadiers and just get them en masse, because yes, they're okay against most things, and yes, they're very durable, but they're very, very, very expensive. You know, you're not getting the best out of your troops here. You really need to start spawning them better with. Oh, sorry, this is your ally bean spawn. Yeah, you could have been, if you were spawning with an MG or with some form of support weapon or other infantry, it's not too bad. But when you just got them there, I mean, like I say, it's just the same as if you just had shock troops running into Ostwinds. You know, what's the point? Okay, maybe that's not the best analogy, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. So, a big force around here. I'm guessing you're going to try and use this bridge to come and push into this point. We do hear a Katyusha's going off somewhere. It should be revealed. There he is, right there. Go for him. Go for him. That's a high value target. That's so easy to kill. SU-85 is kind of out of position as well. This gun is kind of out of position. Be careful of the incoming barrage because the troops are quite blob. This is your priority target. This is your priority target. If you can take this down, it doesn't matter what you lose, as long as you don't lose a squad, because you will be winning. Don't send the P4s in. Oh. Alright, okay, so sorry, SU-85 goes down very quickly. Keep chasing Katyushas. Katyushas is your target. All of these AT guns will fall eventually, as long as you can get rid of them. Shock troops on a bit of an interesting warpath. Again, you can move these guys up and get support in. Okay, now we didn't take out the Katyushas. The opportunity is passed now because there are SU-85s about. There's an SU-85 right there. Oh, this is another SU-85. That's why he did not want to go chasing. Look, you did not want to go looking. You wanted to come back here and just ensure that you cleared everything up. A good little excursion coming on from Destruc on a little flank. He's going to be able to cap at this point and move all around here, but you do have the Ostwind hanging about, so that's okay. Yeah, it's not a bad idea if you were able to take that down, but there's just too much AT about. Okay, so now even no, not nades, not nades, not nades, not nades. You can use this button here, this attack move here, or attack round, because you got Panzerschrecks will destroy that. But using nades is just disgustingly waste of munitions, and oh, this Katyushas is just hurting so much. And a big T-34 barrage coming in. So there's a great flank he had coming around the back here, but don't think he was able to get as much out as he can. But this P5 is in danger. You know, there's not enough AT here to deal with this. Plus, there's got the shock troops that managed to pick up the Shreks. Yeah, you need to get your Ostman out of there, man. Get your Ostman out of there. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't rammed already. I think he was just a bit too afraid of the P5. But he should have done what the Panther was doing. Just get out of there, man. There's no point putting yourself in an unnecessary, unwinnable situation. And that's exactly what he did with this Ostwind, you know. It was never going to win. Luckily enough, he still got the P4 alive as well, so that's still something. But 35 minutes into the game, no OPs. If you just take the fog of war off real quick. 1, 2, 3 fuel OPs for the Soviets, none of which have been destroyed or tampered with in any way. Wow, okay. Lucky strike. 16 kills in that one mortar strike, mortar squad, so yeah, he's going to be doing alright. And that is... yeah, Nebelwerfer? What's it called again? Panzerwerfer. Nebelwerfer. Getting confused there. Wrong series. But okay, now you're on the back foot. What do you need to sort of come back from this? Well, still... wait, okay, now you've got it. Okay, happy days. You've got the pack gun out, which is actually needed this a while ago. But unfortunately, they've got Katyushas. Here's Katyushas. Katyusha's going to be doing a number on your... a number on your support infantry, because it's static, and oh, very lucky to get out of there alive. More to get him back. He doesn't need to be repaired. It's an absolute free if you just move him back from the front lines and come back again. So this is good play by a Soviet player. He's getting rid of support weapons. The shock troops can move freely in, and the Panzer Grenadiers aren't doing much against them. This would be an opportunity for a bundle nade, just because simply there's so many troops in one place. But you're just gonna be forced off. And rightly so. Mortar will be racking up free kills for you every now and then. I expect this Panzerwerfer is going to land around about here. Yeah, okay. It does, but it doesn't do much, unfortunately. And that's the risk with no vet. No vet vehicle artillery is that it doesn't do a great job. Is that 2? Okay, he's got 2. Alright, so you've got quite a lot of indirect fire, which is nice, which is is always good to have because it's kind of like, say, it's like free money. Like if you can just hit them from far away without me touching you, then awesome. But you really need some more. It's difficult. You need some sort of like MG. The MG needs to stay out, but obviously it's being countered by the Katyushas. Shock troops. Shock troops are kind of a problem, but you can counter those very easily if you just upgrade the Grenadiers. If you upgrade the Grenadiers, as soon as the shock troops start running in, because the shock troops do most damage when they run in, your Grenadiers will have you know, full flight of fire against them. Note the flares coming down. This is not a good idea to be having all your troops together. Another incendiary barrage come down. I mean, he's had good incendiary barrages. This one is the worst one yet, though. That's all the damage he took from that, so that's happy days for that. And away to Katyusha as well. Again, unfortunately, cut off from this 1 point. Pack gun is in a good position. It's going to start doing some damage against the KV-8, but unfortunately the KV-8 is just going to come around, and you know the reason why we call it the LOL tank is you can just see the damage is going to start spurting out on this AT gun. But that said, he's not microing it very well at all. He's going to lose it. But, oh, actually, no, here come the shock troops now. Alright, okay. See? There he goes. Instantly goes down. He can now swap over again as leisurely as we want. I'd really like him to turn the KV-8, though, so you're not showing his rear armor. But the shock troops will start doing a number on your P4 there. Okay. Meanwhile, a nice conclave coming around the shock troops. But because you're sort of giving him the advantage, you're running in against him. He's got increased accuracy against you. Now you just sort of... Wow, okay. That was great here. I think you were just sort of way too focused on these shock troops here. And you could have taken these guys out, but now you left the Pioneers behind. Pioneers going to have to retreat. It means Grenadiers going to have to come back to mop it up. Grenadiers aren't going to be doing a great amount of damage if you just run them in like this. It's much better if you keep them at range. Just Pioneer, you really want to get them out, man. Pioneers are so vital. There you go. And what I'd expect to see is a grenade right here from the shock troops. Possibly. Nope, just going to get out of there. He loses one shock troop. Oh, okay, two now. But for the amount that you lost there, the amount of Grenadiers, the amount of Pioneers that you lost, is huge manpower loss. It's just one of those things where you just need to pay attention. Like I said, I appreciate you probably just trying to get to this point as soon as possible to try and dig the P4, but it wasn't worth it. Okay. A little bit of a late strafing run. Strafing run could have come down earlier. A great rifle nade going in on top of it, though. That's how you do it. So... strafing plane is gonna hang about for a bit, but not do much. And again, use this opportunity just to either get back and reinforce or go up and cap. I would use these guys to go and cap. I mean, unless you get a very lucky Katyusha hit, they're not going to go down very quickly, and they're all sitting about not doing much right now. Pioneers coming out that haven't been. Okay, you may as well have just kept sending your P4 back to your base and reinforcing these guys. 'Cause like I say, they're at 50% efficiency now. If you're actually going to go and repair that, but you're not. You're going. Okay. No, it's probably just a mistake. That's fine. Bunch of Grenadiers again. 2 T4s. They're not great against them. They do a decent amount of damage, look. Okay, straight away we see flares coming down. So we're assuming there's some sort of incendiary barrages coming in. Actually, this one will go down. That's happy days. Oh! But losing that Panzer Grenadier squad is not worth it. It really wasn't. Because it was Shrek up, because it had vet, and because it's a lot more manpower than a T-34 costs, you kind of want it. You know, the fuel exchange, it didn't matter because they've got fuel OPs up, so they can just spout out as many T-34s as they want. Now there's a mistake. Now he's come in way too far with this T-34. He could have got him out. Oh yeah, okay. He's going for the ram. Ram will go off. The danger of ramming like against your opponent so close to his side of everything is that the T-34 is now very extremely vulnerable. This P5 needs to start rolling back. It's only got a heavy engine damage, so we can roll. But there you go. Look, you can see him start rolling away now. Oh, Panzerwerfers are out of position. You're very far forward, and there is a Katyusha's coming in. Let's see where it goes down. This is tight, very tight. P5 again. P5 needs to keep rolling back. Needs to keep on rolling back. It does land on top of a couple of troops. All right, okay. That's actually a great little barrage there. Okay, fantastic use of the bombing run there by your partner. Finishes off the T-34 indefinitely. I think it was 5 shock troops he took down, which is happy days. But again, these Grenadiers are running away from what they need to be firing at, which is these guys. You've had enough munitions for a lot of the time to upgrade one of them, and you'll find that if you upgrade one of these guys, the shock troops are nowhere near as efficient. Rifle nades are good. Unfortunately, no losses there, so he's still firing at 100% efficiency, but at 50% health. So he's ready to. Oh, this could be a great grenade. Maybe not. Veterancy 3 on these shock troops now. Just get these guys out. Get these guys out now. No, this guy's gonna go down for definite. This guy's gonna go down for definite as well, is it? No. Might just about make it out. Brutal. Extremely brutal. Alright, this isn't a bad little flank. This is, as long as you don't defend it, you can very easily be able to take out the S-35. Don't send your P5 across, because your P5 will be a sitting duck over there. Okay, S-35 goes down. Excellent. What do you do now? Yeah, you can just retreat back on out. You've captured the point. This P5 does not need to go across. The P5 needs to be over here, if anything else. Okay, abandon P5 here. This desperately needs to be recruited as soon as humanly possible. I don't care what you use. Get this Pioneer in here and start retreating it back, because you can keep that thing alive. As soon as this S-35 decides he wants to take it out, it will take it out. I would happily sacrifice this P4 to recover the P5 and repair it up. And you need to be doing that. Like, you know, you got 2 units here not doing the work. This aggressive push right outside the base, it's not going to work, you know. You're actually doing a decent job against the shock troops here, but it will eventually result in loss of life. Eek! Very much eek. He very luckily gets out. Then what do you? I think your ally dropped something here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The cruise shock on that didn't do anything, unfortunately, but it would have potentially saved his life. So it's kind of a good call. But like I say, now the P5 is just. Alright, he's going to take out the Katyushas, which is cool. I just still feel he's really pushing his luck here. I mean, again, he's playing on his opponent's lack of concentration rather than... Well, which is good, I guess, because he's doing a good job. What I'd send is actually one of the Panzer Grenadiers up, just to go up and start to decap everything. Okay, S-35 has been pissed off. So the S-35 will lose this little force. And again, I'm just so shocked that, I mean, they played support. Okay, now that the AT guns are finally... Oh, wow. Get this guy out as soon as humanly possible. Don't try and stick it out. If you had anything to drop on there, that'd be great. Okay, bundle nades on there as well. Try and take out these guys. These shock troops are going to be able to come and finish off. Okay, the P5 did pay for itself. I mean, with the support of the Panzer Grenadiers, was able to take out the two Su-85s and the Katyushas, which is big numbers. But okay, this AT gun might go down as well. Ooh, it's a terrible grenade actually. It didn't really hit anyone. Able to finish off the AT gun, that's fine, but you know, it's not a huge amount. You can obviously still recover them easy enough. And we do hear something coming in. I missed that. It does look someone died. So that point was successfully defended by something that killed him. Great commentating skills there by me, as you can tell. Man, this game is long as hell. I was like expecting this to be like over in the first 10 minutes or so. Because you see the VPs are dead tight now. Actually, it's almost dead even. I don't know what to say about this game. I thought the Soviets had it very comfortably in the control, but that little flank was actually really paid for itself. I mean, I wouldn't have stayed that long at all. Not without some sort of force to back it up. But wow, okay. And a Tiger calling. Hello, Tiger. What's Tiger's good for? Absorbing damage. It will be able to effectively kite these shock troops. Shock troops will be able to start doing some damage with this track against the Tiger, but it just allows for all of your other infantry to do as much damage as they humanly want. A lot of troops back in base. Where's your MG at? MG boy. Okay, so that's not a bad place to place the MG. But you know, any sort of mine here, they haven't used this bridge much at all. But mines are just fantastic, especially the unfortunate position there for the. You always need to be careful. Oh, and unfortunately he's recruited this, but he's not able to move it on out because it has got a destroyed engine. So that's going to go down to like 1 Shrek. Yeah, he's going to go down very shortly. Is he? I don't know. He's sort of he's not focusing on him at the moment. There you go. Now he's down. Grenadiers. Oh, Grenadiers quad wipe. That's unfortunate. I wasn't really expecting that. But there we are. Let's see. It might have been even your own mortar, actually. Let's have a look. Friendly destroyed 3. Yeah, it might have been them. MG now needs to reposition because this is where the threat is, not from here. So, reposition the MG. Stop facing. There you go. Look, see. Here comes the shock troops. Very, very, very easy flank. You welcomed that flank for him. You made that flank for him. Yeah. Moving back. No. You're not going to get that. Oh, are you? You are. Fantastic. Alright, happy days. Again, I think it's more because of like your opponent wasn't really paying as much attention as he could have been. He could have very easily smoked Grenadier or Grenadier when he had the chance, but he chose not to. We see some damage coming down here, I believe. Ooh, did lose 3 on that squad there. Another one down here, so that's a good barrage again. So it's nice that you and your ally have a little bit of sync. I'm not too sure if you're pre-mates or not, just randomly met. But obviously having a selection of different tanks and vehicles out is always good. Okay. So, be wary of this, because you fool me once, fool me twice, that kind of thing. This might not work. Now we see is an IS-2 out in the field. Alright, you very rarely see this guy because he's not got an amazing reputation. But let's see how it works. I mean, I'm always interested to see how people interpret vehicles and such, so this should be interesting. We do see, they will lose the, okay, it's kind of poor vehicle pathing through these trees. The way you can counter this is just make sure you use the roads. Just shift click down here and then shift click up here, and then you'll always be facing the opponent as well. But a Tiger and a P4 should have no trouble taking out this IS-2. You can see it's starting to tick down a little bit. Cruise shock, that's no worries. Because you're on the bridge, if you had to detonate me, if you had a telemine on this bridge, that would have instantly been a dead IS-2, which would have been happy days. Extremely happy days, but okay. Tiger, again, unfortunately, it's showing its rear armor, but that's okay. It's not done anything. It's there now. Oh, another shock trooper. Is that an ISU 152 then? Yeah, as well. That's what's backing him up. I was pretty sure there was one, but didn't want to say anything in case I sound like an idiot. Look at this concentration of units. If only you had the visibility of that, that would be the perfect shot for mortars, for an artillery officer, which you do have, to come in and just sort of like drop down some crap down here, but unfortunately, the moment's passed. Yep, moment's passed. So, let's see what you think is coming next. Again, Panzergrenadiers, so many Panzergrenadiers out. It just means it's just such an expensive force to such an expensive army to reinforce. But there we are. So I think he moved a bit too far back here. I mean, yes, the ISU 152 does have the range on you. But if you can draw your opponent out, if you draw him out to right here, okay, yeah, there you go. I was going to say, if you had your vehicles around here, the ISU 152 probably wouldn't have the range. P5 up here as well, shooting away. Okay. This is interesting. This is obviously the late game meta now, and what it becomes about is who has the control of the VPs. You do, which is always good as long as you have the drain and you can maintain this. Okay, watch out for the flare. Oh! Watch out for the flares. It's very difficult too, but you'll get audio cues every now and then saying like, ah shit, aircraft or something like that. You just need to make sure you can keep up with that, because losing that Panzergrenadier squad is huge. You're not going to be able to get eventually back on that guy anytime shortly. Let's see. It was a good target, but unfortunately, well, the bulk of that force has been dispersed already. Good, I agree with this now. Now is the right time to go across and do this flank. I wish you were supported with infantry though. Because that will be your Achilles heel, is infantry. Well, not really, shock troops, because shock troops are going to melt. But now the shock troops have seen that you've got this little vehicle to push, you just start, yeah, that's it. Just reverse them out. Just start eating them up. Just start turning the manpower drain on them. Unfortunately though, losing the middle ground, but you are capping up the top, so that's good. Awareness. And there you go. So there's three guys down for free. You can probably pick off a few more. There we go, another 2 guys down for free. And I just want to double check this. I can't quite actually remember how much it costs to reinforce. Yeah, 40. Okay. Oh, excuse me. What am I doing? I'm sure I'm missing action. Yeah. So 40 manpower to reinforce. Every time you're doing that, it's a huge loss. But now the ISC 152 has been repositioned, and you can see it in the background. It's going to start firing and goss at you. Just move on out. It's been a good little excursion. You've not lost anything. You've not much damage. And that's 240 manpower you caused him. Whoa, ISU 2, completely out of position. Great opportunity for the P5 to come and capitalize. Unfortunately, no other vehicles are really there to help out. Just do damage against him. Obviously, he's got that little sort of like penetrative force of pack guns here. But it does reveal him for the Panzerwerfer. Again, Panzerwerfer coming in, doing an okay amount of damage, a huge amount of damage. Did he use the accurate shot then? I think he used an accurate barrage, which didn't work out. Again, okay, you got 1 guy here and 2 guys here. They're very, very low health. And because you're so far away from your base, I'd say this is very risky to try and be capping with them. I would personally decap it and run. Just because I wouldn't want to lose that Grenadier squad for, you know, a couple of fuel ticks. But okay, once again he's coming in to challenge the middle VP. Triple cap on them now, which is fantastic. It has got the pressure on them. These tanks are very clumped together. Just be careful because obviously they do have bombing strikes that can come in. They do have the IC-152, which is picking away from a distance. You're not going to be able to cross this forward and go and challenge the IC-152. He is going to just sit back there and wail on you for a long time. This is the slowest entry point, along with this side as well. So now you've been revealed. You just needed to get out of there. Get it. You're not going to win this. You're not going to win this. There's a Panzertrack there. Someone should be able to pick that up. Alright. And he's just sending shock. I'm not too sure why he's just sending shock troops against you. That's really kind of retarded. But look, Vet 2 P4 is going to go down. There's this gun right here as well now. And this slow, predictable advance across the river is just... Okay, P4 is now pretty much destroyed. Tiger will be shortly behind it, I feel. Oh, he's still alive, actually. He wasn't able to finish it off. But again, it's kind of unfortunate they're not communicating. Your opponents aren't communicating very well. Just one Ziskan down here would have been the end of everything. So again, I feel you've won this. You've won this engagement not through skill, just entire luck that your opponent wasn't up to speed with what was going on. Really, well, he was up to speed with what was going on. He just didn't react correctly. So now you've got this triple cap in play. I mean, this is. Oh, and you've got this ISU-152 backed into a corner as well. You should be able to finish that off quite easily. P4 is not doing too badly. You should have one Flamer Engineer firing against the shock troops, the other one trying to repair it up. There you go. I think you've just done that now. More shock troops coming in, pouring in against the vehicle. It's not going to be able to do too much. Tiger and the ISU-152 tanks is going to be coming to a close soon. The IS-2 is down to about half HP as well. The P5 is doing a lot better against it. Both P5 is doing very well. So again, another another Panzerwerfer in there would be fantastic to seal the deal. ISU-152 goes down. That is poor play by the ISU-152 guy. He should have taken off that last shot against the P5, and then just kept on backing up then. Because you know the Tiger will eat a lot of your damage, but he'll just gain enough time to relocate a Ziskan to get a flank on him or something like that. Second Tiger out now as well. Okay, P4 eventually goes down to an SU-76. Oh, that sucks. But second tank, Tiger's going to roll on through. All he's doing is absorbing damage. Unfortunately, your teammate's not quite on the same page as you, because he should be moving his Panther 5s in to support this, because now your Tiger is kind of just completely out of control. Meanwhile, this Tiger has been doing great job. He's going to be able to... Yeah, there you go. One-shot that guy. You need to get those pioneers out, but you can just sit in base now. Take out this Strek squad, this shock troop squad. Pioneers actually need to get out of there. I mean, the IS-2 does do decent infantry damage. Let's have a little look at that. Oof. Close. Even on retreat, he did about half health, that guy. P5 again. I mean, like, now he's just sort of not sitting in the right positions. You still need to be focusing on the points, because the points win games, not ramming. But, I mean, they get them down to 40 is fantastic. Let's see if we can finish the deal, seal the deal. Use this Tiger to ram. I'd be so impressed if you did. If you just use Blitzkrieg and just try to ram him. Okay, getting the strafing run in base. This is, like, frowned upon by many people, but it's an effective base pin. IS-2 is poking out, but the IS-2 should go down unless he's being supported very well. Okay, Blitzkrieg tactic now. Blitzkrieg tactic and run over all of this infantry. That's how you play it. That's how you do it. If you're going to cheese with style, man. Get whipped cheese and just completely and utterly do it the right way. As soon as those guys are strafed, just go and finish them off. Tiger limping away, that's fine. Again, I'm disappointed by the P5 player, because 3 of them should be able to easy enough just come in and swarm. Okay, there's 2 AT guys. They should be able to swarm this IS-2, but the IS-2 is very dangerously low, I think, just from the Panzerwerfer. Okay, Tiger, yeah, this is kind of good game now, I feel. Let's keep the fog of war off for a little bit of awareness. Ziskan trying to do barrage. He's just trying to pick off your repairing pioneers. He won't be doing much damage against your vehicles. Tiger now coming through. This should be the end of it. The IS-2 should go down in 1 or 2 shots at most. The Ziskans are facing the wrong way, and they're both barraging. So we see the IS-2 with 11 kills, which is not that bad, especially for an IS-2. Tiger, unfortunately, the turret rate is turning so slow. There you go. Abandoned. Ooh, destroy it quickly. You haven't got any infantry about to come and recrew it, so if you destroy it, or if you wait for these guys to jump in, you can just kill it while the turret turns. automatically when you switch the engine off, apparently. There are some Panzerstrecks coming in, but like I said, because the Tiger, that's the best thing about the Tiger is just take so much damage. Blitzkrieging him away, yeah, S-85 is going to come in and hurt. But he does recover the IS-2. Both just getting facing the wrong way again. I just wish that Bean Zone was a little bit more responsive. But never mind. I mean, this oh, CPU hard. Okay, so red guy dropped. I neglected to point that out. I didn't realize that. I didn't know when he dropped. That could very well have been why there's been some questionable play about. Yeah, well, when you're sending in replays, guys, try and send in replays with... It's not like CPU, because as soon as the CPU comes in, it's good gaming. Regardless of skill, tactics, and things like that, the CPU just does not have the capability of keeping up with the player AI, basically. You know, you can't coordinate attacks and things like that. So this is going to be an interesting strafing run, unfortunately. If you'd had the resources for a fragmentation bomb, you might have been able to get this Tiger out alive, but no worries. Like I say, it's not much more to sort of really say now. Like I say, unfortunately, now that I've realised that there's a computer playing, suddenly everything lacks credibility. You know, you can't just sort of go, oh, I took out this Vet 3 shock troop squad. Well, yeah, it just ran straight into your base, trying to follow down like a one pioneer or something. You know. The B5, I mean, he's just been really afraid of this guns all game, and because he's allowed him to have these disc guns for most of the game. Look, they're vetted up and they're just doing an amazing amount of damage. They're not actually killing much, but they're just doing so much damage and denying this area. So use the bridge, man. Come around, use the bridge, get a flank off, and make sure you can like pinch a move around them, because as soon as they're moving, they're useless. Getting drained in VPs at the moment. This isn't the ideal place to repair your Tiger, but I mean, okay. Now his Tyria is getting fixed up as well. That's why I was thinking like, what the hell? An SU-76 because the CPU made it. That's why. Again, it's not bad in place for the bunker. It is kind of hidden out of sight as well because these are the trees and things. But SU-85s don't get pinned, yo. You know what? I'm actually gonna speed up the end of this replay. This has been a long cast anyway. Let's speed up times 4. So yeah, the early game you really needed that solid AT. Just to prevent all those guys coming in. Remember, the Panzer Grenadiers are good, but they're not the only unit you can get in the game. You know, they need support as well as any other troop, vehicle, or infantry. They all need support at the end of the day. So this is where the trying to repair your Tiger up down there wasn't the best. Okay, mid BP is held in yours, so the bleed is on. No one's looking to really come and stop it. Up top is going to be in theirs. Mid VP still not contested. He's going to try. Okay, great Panzerwürfe going in to deny the troops access, and this should be a good game. Even if he moves his IS-2, though, conscripts are going to come in to deny the cap for a little bit longer. So let's speed up the game a little bit more until the game is over. All right, so conscripts now decapped. Neutral, no bleeds, down to 3 points. Shouldn't be no time at all. La, come on. IS-2 goes down. SU-85 still firing away. Fragmentation bomb does take that guy out, so now all you need to do is just get one guy on here, leave him on there, just send all your troops on here for like a few seconds. No, why did you retreat? It didn't matter if you lost your troops, it's 3 points. 3 points is nothing. There we go. This game, man. This game. SU-85 down. The conscripts come to back up this victory point. I mean, it's not as though you're losing. You're not losing at all. You've got so much more troops and infantry and everything. Okay, those conscripts go down. Another good Panzerwürfe. Can we just get a pioneer, please? Or just something. Just get Ostrupin to sit on this point for like 2 seconds. That's all you need. Why are you flanking down here? Why is your MG down here? What's the point? T-70's gonna come. T-70's gonna finish him off. Just please cap this point and put an end to this game. Please. I mean, you're right. I can't go faster than ×8. That's what's sad. This game is gone on too long. Okay, you guys get the premise of the game though, anyway, and I hope that hopefully you picked up a few things, Rad Roofer, from your gameplay and style. Yeah, I think it just became a weird sort of situation where you had, okay, here comes the final push, hoorah. It's kind of weird that you we went for the Ostwind so readily without the sort of the backup then of heavier tanks. Tiger Blade did well. This, using this flank was really good as well. I'd like to just use this bridge a bit more. Mine emplacements are so great in this map because there's so many choke points that your opponent has to use to come through. A lot of roads and things like that. So telemines are fantastic. What else is there? Yeah, don't use Panzer Grenadiers only. Okay, this game should finally be over now. Don't use Panzer Grenadiers only because they're such an expensive force, and when you've got them upgraded, they're not going to be doing much against. The shock troops. CPU, man. Sniper is what it needs against 2 Tigers. This is a good game, finally. Thank God for that. Oh God, I literally thought this was like a half-hour replay, and I've got so much stuff I need to be doing and I should be doing. I'm actually like late. All right, okay, I've got to go, guys. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll catch you guys soon.